One of the questions that we consistently get asked is, how do we start the financial planning process with Rising Tide? Well, it's pretty simple. Head to the website, risingtidefinancial.com.au, and click the Book Now button. That'll give you an opportunity to lock in a chat with a senior advisor like myself at a time that suits you. We'll give you a buzz and we'll have a chat for probably 15 to 30 minutes about what you want to achieve, what your experiences are with money, what you've learnt, and also what your story is. From there, we'll work out if we're the right place to help. If we are, we'll connect you with a senior advisor like myself, where we'll cover off what your expectations are, what you're trying to achieve, our expertise, and also what the likely fees to engage with Rising Tide are. Following on from that conversation, if we both agree that it could be a valuable relationship, we'll send through an email with a few things for you to action. First one of those is a couple of signatures to make sure that everything we speak about stays between you and us. Secondly, is a digital fact find where we'll get all the quantitative and qualitative information about your circumstances. It's a little bit like when you go to the physio and you fill in that one pager to help them treat you in a more efficient manner. Once the fact find's done, you'll go to a discovery session with a senior advisor who will at least have 5 years experience dealing with clients in advice matters. One of the things that you'll bring to that appointment is a first draft of your goals and the things that you would like to achieve. We break them down into basic, comfortable, and dream goals, and then overlay that with different timeframes based on what's important to you and also some of the Australian tax environment restrictions. Once your goals are really clear, the advisor will then send through a proposal, and that will cover off what strategies we're likely to undertake in the first 3 or 4 months you work with us, the fees, both from an initial point of view, where they'll be paid from, whether it's your cash flow, your super account, or your investments, and then finally, what your ongoing engagement with Rising Tide might look like. You then get the opportunity to let that marinate for a few days and come back to us with any questions. If everything feels good and you've signed off on the proposal, we'll then get to work at starting to put together the strategies that will help link your goals with what you're trying to achieve. From that point, it's up to you. Once you've committed and accepted the proposal, our team will get moving on starting to bring those strategies to life. You'll then move to a vision discussion, which is generally 60 to 90 minutes long and takes about 3 or 4 weeks for us to prepare for. And at that point in time, the advice team will take you through in a lot of detail what those strategies look like. Once that vision appointment is tweaked and we're all really comfortable with what those financial strategies look like, our team will then move to implementation. Now, the best analogy I've got for you is a little bit like when a Formula One car goes into the pits. You'll have your senior advisor at the front, you'll pull in with all your financial structures, and then a heap of people will get to work. That process generally takes somewhere between 6 to 12 weeks, and we'll be liaising with banks, insurers, superannuation companies, investment houses, and you. You'll generally get an update every week, but you'll also have the opportunity to check in with us whenever you need. As the implementation progresses, you'll generally be updated once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on how many moving pieces there are. And once things are finalised, you'll get a really clear strategy recap to let you know what has been done and what needs to be done in the future. Now, most people that join Rising Tide have a similar relationship to us, like most people would love to have with their dentist. See us once or twice a year, be quite proactive, but the majority of it falls on your shoulders. We're here for accountability and to help guide you through any legislative changes, but at the end of the day, if you're not willing to do the work, you won't get the outcomes that you hope for. We want to make sure that you feel comfortable getting in touch with us when everything might be about to change in your world. One of the key things from our perspective is to get on the front foot and not ask us after things have already happened. Now, every 6 to 12 months when you have that review meeting, the process repeats, albeit in a more efficient manner. Once we've got a really good understanding of what makes you tick and what you're trying to achieve, we're in a better position to make it happen quicker. Hopefully that gives you a really good overview of the financial planning process that we take on at Rising Tide. If you've got any questions, please let us know or go directly to the website risingtidefinancial.com.au.